Today, it'll be partly cloudy with a forecasted high of 87 and a low of 62. And tomorrow, there will be thunderstorms.
We were trying to get this post-front bite. Last night we had an insane storm. You wouldn't believe it.
So we waited to leave till this afternoon. I feel like it paid off quite a bit. First off, there was obviously less people out there. Whenever we first got down to our first spot, there was actually a tree down in the road.
God damn it!
We get to our first spot, there's some people there, so it's a no-go. So we're like, okay, we need to go on to our second spot.
So at the bridge, we had gone with a little bit of a different approach. I kind of got out of my comfort zone and I went through a top water. We were fishing a soft plastic worm, and then I was fishing the super spook on top.
Five minutes into fishing at our second spot.
Yeah. Turn that guy on, come get this.
Ray pulls in a pretty, I'd say between 16 and an 18-inch smallmouth, and it was every inch of that. There's only a couple fish at the first spot we actually stopped at, and we're like, hey, you know, fuck it, let's go over to our first spot, even if there's people there, let's go ahead.
I'm Ray, and welcome to the Bait Bucket. The Booyah Flex 2. It's one of the go-tos that we've been using over the years in a strip pit, and so we went ahead and threw it in a creek, and ring-a-ding-dong, she happened. We use it mainly to deflect cover with the square bill. I do pauses, and sometimes if I'm fishing current, I'll stop and let it drift. It's just an all-round slammer, slammer. Parallel banks, go through brush piles. You can pull the trees in too. Boyo, whatever, it's by Hedden. Straight classic. Largemouth, stripers, smallmouth. This is kind of a strange one because it's so old and people normally don't use these in the Midwest for anything but spot filler in your tackle box. But this is a topwater walking bait. So what you want to do is you want to reel pretty quickly, mid-range if you're using a higher gear ratio reel. You want to fish most of this stuff on 12 to 14 pound line because Smallmouth bass want to scrap, they'll fight you in the parking lot at the Waffle House for $1. Dead stick them through current, let them float. They kind of ride like this. So when you pop them up, they flip their end out. But those were the 2 baits that we used. And they were, it was obviously bad to the bone. So go get you some if you see them. I'm gonna cover a couple other baits that I've used. Came out pretty successful. One's the 6 cents prawn right here. Going back in the bucket, Texas rigged. It's the money. We usually throw that on a 3.0 EWG. Heavy wire hook, make it sink a little faster. And we have the Diamond Dust H2O Express. Square bill crankbait, another one. Just tears everything under the sun up. Bass, drum, whatever. If you don't like drum, I don't like you. I'm just kidding. Money, 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 money. Fishing money. So go get you some. Thank you all for watching. And please leave a comment if you like this. I'll keep talking to myself in a room. Toodles.
So midday, found myself in a little bit of adversity with my top water lure in the deeper water. Don't know why, because they were eating it in deeper water just down the way, so. It out past the ripple. Yep.
To get to a different spot we knew that there would be fish holding up at, and we went there and we did exactly that.
I just saw a bunch of disturbance over there. Yeah, buddy.
Boom! Right out the gate, we get to that spot. Oh, good. Yep.
Hell yeah.
Nick was covering the low water, I was covering the high water.
Yes, she is.
Stepped on cat, I tell you.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Woo!
Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
And immediately 3 fish, I think 3 out of 5 casts were fish, and they were all reasonably sized. Look at that. Oh yeah, dude. I'll take one. It's tiny for what they're eating, dude. You angry. Walked up it from there out. And there's, you know, we got in a little bit deeper water. Pretty much the whole entire time walking up it, pretty much fish after fish after fish. Think of the day! Think of the day.
With the cool runoff from the storms that was coming in, I think it had those smallmouth really stirred up and the feed bag was on heavy. I had one puke up a minnow and I caught one with a crawdad coming out of its gullet.
Amazing. And guess what she's got hanging out of her gullet? Crawdad pincher. It started off, I was on fire, and he was on fire, then I was on fire, and he was on fire. Yeah, check that one out. Crawdad in the pie hole. Woo! Yep. Oh yeah, it is. Oh yeah. One in circle. Game big. What's up, homie? Top water walkers. You gotta try them for smallmouth.
Yep. That thing is fat, dude. I'm like, dude. So I'd say it was a pretty productive day overall. Yeah, smaller.
Hi, girl. How you doing?
Dude, look how tiny that thing is.
We are going on the top and the bottom, and it looks like it escaped a heron attack. We were using an obsolete lure on one rod, and the other one was a brand new one, and they both were home run hitters. I couldn't have asked for a better day on the water. So we'll just call it a bang-up day.